That's actually not possible. I don't think I have one purely joyful poem.
Do I? Okay, I guess this is my last poem.
Listen, y'all, this is a joyful poem. All of them are joyful. You know, it's like, my friend says that the only happy songs are the sad songs because they let you cry, and then you're happy after you cry. You know, you get it out. And, so, there. This poem I wrote around the time when the It Gets Better campaign was blooming. And I was thinking about that phrase. I was thinking about the idea of it gets better. And during the hardest times of my life, whether or not that was, if that was something that supported me or got me through. And I thought about it, and absolutely. During the times of my life that I've had a really hard time staying alive, somebody telling me that it's going to get better, you know, it really helps some days. And then some days, it doesn't. Some days I need something completely different. I need to sit with what it is I feel right then and what to do with that, you know, right now, for that day, that moment. And I think as a group of people, because, you know, there's probably really slim chance that you're in this room and don't, you know, pay attention to what's going on in the world. And I think when we pay attention to what's going on in the world, there's so much stunning beauty and also so much suffering, and it tends to make your heart heavy. And what I've noticed in my life is that, you know, my activist friends, the people that are doing, you know, a lot of work for the world, I guess often have a hard time being happy. And so this is for anyone who might have ever had a hard time being happy, or if you ever have a hard time being happy now, or you just have a heavy heart, or know somebody who does. And this will be my last poem. And thank you so much for having me. Here, look, I'll do this one on this side.
Special Tara.
I feel this Tara is alive or something. Emily, do you think that about this chair? Emily does like puppetry with she makes things come alive. I feel like, I mean, maybe you've not been paying any attention to it. Okay. Well, it does. I know that it does. Okay, anyway. The list, at the beginning of this poem, all of this stuff happened. The list was originally many, many more things long. I left out some things that I feel like I want to add sometime soon, because there were some just crazy, bizarre things that I ran into in search of finding people to help me be happy. And so, here goes. The nutritionist said I should eat root vegetables. Said if I could get down 13 turnips a day, I would be grounded, rooted. Said my head would not keep flying away to where the darkness lives. The psychic told me my heart carries too much weight. Said for $20 she'd tell me what to do. I handed the 20. She said, stop worrying, darling. You will find a good man soon. The first psychotherapist said I should spend 3 hours a day sitting in a dark closet with my eyes closed and my ears plugged. I tried it once but couldn't stop thinking about how gay it was to be sitting in the closet. The yogi told me to stretch everything but the truth. Said to focus on the out-breath. Said everyone finds happiness if they can care more about what they give than what they get. The pharmacist said Klonopin, Lamictal, lithium, Xanax. The doctor said an antipsychotic might help me forget what the trauma said. The trauma said, don't write this poem. Nobody wants to hear you cry about the grief inside your bones. But my bones said, Tyler Clemente dove into the Hudson River convinced he was entirely alone. My bones said, write the poem. To the lamplight, considering the river bank, to the chandelier of your faith, hanging by a thread, to every day you cannot get out of bed, to the bullseye of your wrist, to anyone who has ever wanted to die. I have been told sometimes the most healing thing we can do is remind ourselves over and over and over, other people feel this too. The tomorrow that has come and gone, and it has not gotten better. When you are half finished writing that letter to your mother that says, I swear to God I tried, but when I thought I'd hit bottom, it started hitting back. There is no bruise. Like the bruise, loneliness kicks into the spine. So let me tell you, I know there are days it looks like the whole world is dancing in the streets where you break down like the doors of their looted buildings. You are not alone and wondering who will be convicted of the crime of insisting you keep loading your grief into the chamber of your shame. You are not weak just because your heart feels so heavy. I have never met a heavy heart that wasn't a phone booth with a red cape inside. Some people will never understand the kind of superpower it takes for some people to just walk outside. Some days I know my smile looks like a gutter on a falling house, but my hands are always holding tight to the ripcord of believing a life can be rich like the soil, can make food of decay, turn wounds into highway, pick me up in a truck with that bumper sticker that says it is no measure of good health to be well adjusted to a sick society. I have never trusted anyone with the pulled back bow of my spine the way I trust the ones who come undone at the throat, screaming for their pulse to find the fight to pound. 4 nights before Tyler Clemente jumped from the George Washington Bridge, I was sitting in a hotel room in my own town, calculating exactly what I had to swallow to keep a bottle of sleeping pills down. What I know about living is the pain is never just ours. Every time I hurt, I know the wound is an echo, so I keep listening for the moment when the grief becomes a window, when I can see what I couldn't see before through the glass of my most battered dream. I watched a dandelion lose its mind in a wind, and when it did, it scattered 1,000 seeds. So the next time I tell you how easily I come out of my skin, don't try to put me back in. Just say, here we are, together at the window, aching for it to all get better, but knowing there is a chance our hearts may have only just skinned their knees, knowing there is a chance the worst day might still be coming. Let me say right now for the record, I am still going to be here, asking this world to dance, even if it keeps stepping on my holy feet. You stay here with me, okay? You stay here with me, raising your bite against the bitter dark, your bright longing, your brilliant fits of loss. Friend, if the only thing we have to gain in staying is each other, my God, that is plenty. My God, that is enough. My God, that is so, so much for the life to give. Each of us at each other's backs, whispering over and over and over, live, live, live. Thank you so much.